WrestleMania is still many months away, of course, but with SummerSlam now in the rearview mirror, it's time for fans to start getting excited about the grandest stage of them all again, and what matches we could possibly see on the two-night extravaganza. So today we've come up with 10 matches that could take place at WrestleMania 41, starting with Dominic Mysterio against Rey Mysterio. Dom hasn't had it all his own way against Father Rey Mysterio in their meetings. Dominic clashed and lost at WrestleMania 39, and also had interference at WrestleMania 40. It's only a matter of time before Dominic will register a major victory. They could clash for the third time at WrestleMania 41, with Dom defeating his deadbeat dad and possibly sending Rey into retirement. You wouldn't rule that out, and that would be an incredible way for a legendary career to bow out, facing his son on the grandest stage of them all. Moving on into Bianca Belair against Jade Cargill. Cargill made her in-ring debut in 2024 in a Rumble match, which had an impressive performance, and since then Cargill and Belair of course had multiple reigns of the tag team titles, including their current one. There's still room for improvement for Cargill, but I think she's looked good with Belair. But of course, with two such high profile superstars, it's inevitable that they're not going to remain as tag team too long, and cracks can start to appear in and around the Royal Rumble, setting up a potential blockbuster match at WrestleMania, where we can really see how far Cargill's come as a singles performer. Before we get Braun Breaker v Sheamus potentially for the IC title, the title was the one thing that's eluded Sheamus throughout his career. The Celtic Warrior is a full-time world champion, has made no secret of the fact he wants to be a Grand Slam champion, and standing in his way would be Braun Breaker, who of course crushed Zayn with ease to win the title, and has had some great matches as well. Sheamus and Breaker would be a hard-hitting match. Sheamus won their previous match for a DQ, but we haven't seen a proper of them going bell to bell for it, and that would be pretty incredible if we saw that match taking place at WrestleMania. Before we got a next match, Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez, who have had a story rivalry all the way back to NXT. The two powerhouses have had incredible matches over the year. Ripley's current feud with Liv Morgan could spell revenge for Raquel, considering their history together, and they're expected to clash at Bad Blood, and Raquel could be waiting in the rings. Obviously she's been out for a while, but even if they could introduce her that way and build up a potential big match at WrestleMania, I think it give Raquel the rub she deserves, and could be a really exciting match. So that could definitely be a suggestion. Another one would be Usos versus the new Bloodline, Tonga and Loa. The men's tag team division hasn't really been put that strongly since they kind of the titles were split. Nevertheless, the Bloodline currently holding the tag team championships, and the Usos will inevitably kind of go with them once they return and reunite. The Usos are the longest running tag teams in history, and seeing them back together, and of course with the Bloodline history on both sides as well, would create an absolutely fascinating matchup at WrestleMania. Another match would be Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship. It's only a matter of time before Tiffany Stratton betrays Nia Jax, the reigning Women's Champion, to become the new Women's Champion itself by cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase. Stratton is the youngest female wrestler on WWE's main roster at 25, and she's handling herself extremely well. There had already been a few teasers of WWE pulling the trigger for Stratton to cash in her contract, but once Charlotte Flair would be perfect. Unfortunately, the Queen's had a long injury, but Stratton getting it and chasing down the record would be Charlotte, and I think these two kind of would match perfectly, and that would definitely be a huge match for the showcase of the Immortals. Another match is CM Punk against Seth Rollins. When Punk shocked the world returning at Survivor Series 2023, it was clear that he was going to face Rollins at WrestleMania 40, but unfortunately that was all put aside with Punk's injury. The former heavyweight champion is currently on the shelf after being attacked by Bronson Reed, but if he returns in 2025 or even earlier, has the feud with Reed, we can all go to that match with Punk that's looking increasingly likely to happen, and that match is going to be brilliant between the two of them. We know the history they've got, it's going to be insane. Before, another match would be Gunther against John Cena for the world title. We all know Cena is retiring at the end of the season. 75% of WWE career, Gunther has held a championship, and John Cena would be a great choice for his final match at the greatest event of them all, chasing of course that record title. They could highlight night one of the WrestleMania and they'd have a heck of a match. Imagine Gunther retaining the rub he get, or if Cena wins, getting that historic title would also be insane, and they could run it back even potentially at SummerSlam, Cena not retiring until later that year. Before the other one, next one would be Cody Rhodes against Randy Orton for the undisputed world title. Rhodes finally finished the story at WrestleMania 40, but of course there's been a match that fans wanted to see, And that's against Randy Orton. 2024 hasn't been kind to Orton in PLE matches. He's winless in every one he's contested. Inevitably, he will turn heel, probably turning on Cody, because that's just what he does. And yeah, Orton hunting down the 15th world title, facing Cody in this position, I think would be a great match. The history they got behind them, it would make sense with Orton's character as well, and yeah, it would be a major match. And that would leave Roman Reigns versus The Rock. At the moment, I just want to see Rock against Cody and Rock against Roman. I want to see both those matches, and I don't really care which one happens first. But I think with the way you put this, with the way how Roman Reigns has been so over after his return, the way the Rock was booed at the end, you could do it title with Sikoa and the new Bloodline as well. I think it would just fit perfectly at this year's WrestleMania, and yeah, I would absolutely love to see that. See these two behemoths from the same family going at it. It would be a historic, history-making match. So that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.